everyone, welcome back to my channel Sharmi's Blackboard. First of all, I wish you all a very happy new year, and this year will bring you joy, happiness, health and wealth to you and your family. My hearty wishes for you and your family members, and once again happy new year to you. So today in this video we are going to learn about the model of the atom. There are so many models to explain about the model of the atom. So before beginning, let me tell you what's meant by the model of the atom. So model of the atom is nothing but the theory which explains about the structure of the atom, how the atom is being designed and what are all the particles which are being present. Those concepts are explained with the help of theory called model. So that is what we call as the model of atom. Basically there are so many scientists who have explained about the model of the atom. So the most important among those models are models are nothing but Rutherford model atom, and then Dalton's atomic theory, and likewise there are so many atomic model of the atom to explain about the structure of the atom. So in that way we are going to learn about the Rutherford model of atom. So Rutherford model of an atom is a very important model, and it was simplest way of explaining the model of atom, which was explained by the scientist who was born in New Zealand, and his name is Ernest Rutherford. So Ernest Rutherford is the scientist who have explained about this atomic model called Rutherford model of an atom. Okay, so this Rutherford model of an atom was proposed in the year of 1911. Okay, since before the independence, in the year of 1911, New Zealand scientist who was called Rutherford, he have explained about the model of the atom. That's what we call as the Rutherford model of the atom. Okay, so not alone Rutherford model of an atom, there are so many models as I have said earlier. This Rutherford model of the atom have several names. Okay, it is being pronounced by several ways in different countries. In that way, I am going to share you the other names for the Rutherford model of the atom. So this Rutherford model of the atom proposed by Ernest Rutherford is otherwise called as Planetary model of the atom. Okay, this is the another name for Rutherford model of the atom. It is called Planetary model of an atom. So basically this Ernest Rutherford, he have explained that the atom will consist of protons, neutrons and electrons. Okay, so basically we all know that protons, neutrons and electrons are the subatomic particles of an atom, but he have explained about the places or the position where these subatomic particles are present. So that's what we are going to learn now. What he have told in his model is nothing but the atom will consist of proton, neutrons and electrons, and the protons and neutrons are together present in the center part of the atom. That is what we call as the nucleus. Okay, so this center part is called as the nucleus, and it will contain protons and neutrons in it. We all know that protons are positively charged particles and neutrons are negatively charged particles. So both the protons as well as the neutrons are present inside the nucleus. Okay, the center part is called nucleus. So nucleus will contain protons and neutrons. Okay, this protons and neutrons are otherwise called as nucleons. Okay, so nucleons is the common term used to represent the protons as well as the neutrons which is present inside the nucleus. Okay, these are the two subatomic particles which are present inside the nucleus of the atom. So the third subatomic particle, that is the electrons. Okay, these electrons are present inside. You may think that these electrons will also be present inside the nucleus, but that's not the case here. Here the electrons are present only in the outermost orbit of an atom. Okay, so the atom will have outermost orbit. The electrons will be present only in the outermost orbit of an atom. So this green color marks represent the electrons. These electrons always it will be present only in the outermost orbit, and it will revolve around the nucleus. Okay, so this is what the Rutherford have explained in his model, and this is called as the Rutherford model of an atom. It consists of protons, neutrons as well as electrons. Electrons will be always present in the outermost orbit, but protons and neutrons will be present inside the nucleus of the atom. So the protons and neutrons are together. It is known as the nucleons. Okay, so it is otherwise called as the planetary model of an atom, and it was proposed by scientist called Ernest Rutherford in the year of 1911. He was born in New Zealand. Okay, is it clear? Okay, very good. Now the next thing what he have explained is he have told us about the characteristics of the nucleus. Okay, how the nucleus will be present, what will be the mass, and what will be the density of the nucleus which is present in the center part of the atom. Okay, that's what he have explained. He have said that the nucleus is the positively charged tiny dense sphere. Okay, so nucleus is always positively charged and it is very very tiny. Okay, tiny means very very small. Okay, it is the smallest part and it is also positively charged and it is dense. Okay, dense means the density of the nucleus will be higher compared to the other parts of the atom, and it's a form of sphere. Okay, it will be in the form of sphere. It is tiny, that is it will be very very delicate, and it is also dense. The density of the nucleus will be higher compared to the other parts of the atom. Okay, what's the reason he have told that the nucleus is positively charged? So you may guess this answer. Yes, you are right, because the nucleus will contain both protons as well as the neutrons in it. The protons are positively charged and neutrons are neutrally charged. Okay, because of the neutral charge, the neutrons are not being considered and only the positive charge is considered here. Okay, that's why we used to say that nucleus are always positively charged because of the presence of protons in it. Okay, next one is negatively charged electrons revolve around it. Okay, negatively charged particles. Okay, we know that protons are positively charged and neutrons are neutrally charged. Okay, if there is the presence of neutrally charged as well as positively charged, there should be some negatively charged particles present. Okay, so in that way, negatively charged particles are nothing but the electrons which are present in the outermost orbit of an atom. Okay, these electrons are negatively charged and it will revolve around the nucleus of the atom in its orbit. Okay, so always the distance between this electrons and the atom, that is the nucleus of the atom, will be higher. Okay, always the distance between the electrons and the nucleus of the atom will be higher, and therefore the force of attraction between the electrons and the center part of the atom will be lesser. Okay, because of the less force of attraction, you can easily remove these electrons from the outermost orbit. Okay, you can easily pull out these electrons from the orbit. Okay, you can ask me, for what reason, ma'am, we have to pull out the electrons from the outermost orbit like that? There is a reason for that. If an atom needs to combine with another atom, it should either donate it electron, or otherwise it should gain the electron from the neighboring atom. Okay, only through these two actions the atom could form a bond with the neighboring atom, leading to the formation of an element or a compound. Okay, so that's the reason the electron should be either donated or gained to the neighboring atoms. Okay, this is all about the structure of atom. Now he have proved this structure with the help of an experiment. Okay, that is called scattering of alpha particles. Okay, scattering of alpha particles. He have proved this model with the help of that experiment. So in that experiment, what he have done is he have taken a source of radiations. Okay, source of alpha particles, and he have placed that source of alpha particles inside a lead shield. Okay, inside a lead box he have kept that alpha particles, and when this alpha rays is allowed to pass through the lead shield, it is made to fall on a thin gold foil. So lead shield, the alpha particle source is kept inside the lead box and it is allowed to pass and fall on a thin gold foil. So thin gold foil is the second layer, lead box or lead shield is the first layer. So after the thin lead gold foil, it is made to fall on the zinc sulfide screen. Okay, zinc sulfide screen. So zinc sulfide, the reason for using the zinc sulfide is it will produce fluorescent. Okay, when the rays from thin gold foil is made to fall on the zinc sulfide screen, what happens is there will be a bursting of light. For example, if the source of alpha radiation is giving the alpha rays, means if it strikes the zinc sulfide screen, immediately a flash of light will be produced. Okay, so from that action or from that result, we can find out that alpha particles is being released from the source of alpha radiation. Like that, we can detect the presence of alpha particles. Okay, so that sudden production of a huge amount of light is called scintillation. Okay, so the process of producing a burst of light by falling on the zinc sulfide screen, by the falling of alpha radiations on the zinc sulfide screen is called scintillation. Okay, let me explain you once again. First of all, we are going to place the alpha radiation, okay, source of alpha radiation inside the lead box, and from that lead box the alpha radiation is allowed to pass through the second layer, that is thin gold foil. So from that thin gold foil, the alpha radiation is made to fall on the zinc sulfide screen. Okay, when the alpha radiations from the thin gold foil falls on the zinc sulfide screen, immediately a burst of light will be produced, that is called scintillation. Okay, so finally, by counting the number of bursts of light, we can detect how many alpha particles is being released from the source of alpha radiation. Okay, so this is the experiment done by Ernest Rutherford to prove his Rutherford model of an atom. Okay, so the Rutherford model of an atom is otherwise called as planetary model of an atom, and he has said that protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus and electrons are present in the outermost orbit of an atom. Okay, I hope you have understood all the topics and all the points which I have told you today, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me through the chat column. I am ready to answer your doubts, and if you have any further suggestions and if you want any new topics in the science or any other subjects, you can ask me. I am ready to share my knowledge with you. Okay, so if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends if you find it useful. Once again, I wish you a very happy new year. Meet you in our next video in the near future. Till that, take care, stay home, stay safe and stay positive. Bye.